Cool. Perfect. All right. First things first, if you haven't, message someone on your direct team and get them on this call. If we get over 50 individuals on this call in the next 10 minutes, I will drop a nugget at the end of the call for whoever actually stays on and help you get ahead in life, right? So one thing, the reason that this all came about for me specifically was Mike came up to me on Sunday of last week. Yeah. And he's like, bro, like, I've seen your growth. I've seen what you've done. I see the organization that you've built in just a couple weeks of actually going all in. Right. And that's just the thing. I've gone all in. I've upset family members. I've upset friends. I've upset business partners. I've upset many individuals because they just don't understand and see the vision of what's bigger than themselves, right? And I'll be 100% transparent, you guys. If you know me on a personal level, you know I don't do this because I have to, right? And that's not me bragging. That's not me trying to get ahead of anybody saying anything about myself, but purely saying, if I didn't have trading, I would be financially okay for the rest of my life. And that's because I have already built a system that works for itself. I have already built a system that no matter what time of day, if my business is running, it is going to continue to run because I have like-minded individuals like ourselves running it, right? So the thing that I loved about this opportunity specifically, and you guys, if you haven't made the decision to go all in, I'm going to give you a quick fact before we get into the shifting your paradigm and different things like that. This straight up is the cheapest, and yes, it is the cheapest business opportunity to run in the world with the most amount of profit. David Immonetier pays $150 a month. Well, call it $250 a month, right? Whatever. He pays the membership fee every single month. It gets withdrawal. But he's making $750K a month. That overhead is ridiculously low. No matter what business you're in, no matter what brick and mortar business you run, right? Because I run brick and mortar businesses. I own a group of automotive repair shops, right? And they've done great for themselves. They're all 7-figure gross earners a year, each shop individually, right? And that's not to brag. That's to tell you what I'm telling you is coming from a business standpoint of a real business that has already succeeded to taking that same mindset and using it in a business that is much cheaper to run, right? So this specific business, like I said, is $225. And how we relate that to my business, my overhead each month is $45,000 on each specific shop. And that's if nothing goes wrong. That's if we don't use more than we normally use in electricity. That's if we don't use more than we normally use in water, gas, food, whatever the case may be, right? Because just like I give nuggets here, and just like I help the team out here, right? You hit this rank, I'll do this for you. You do this, I'll do this for you, right? If you aren't applying a system, no matter how much you make or don't make off of trading or network marketing or whatever the case may be, you need to pour that money into your business. Reinvest in your business, right? Every single month that a new month starts, right? So for July, the day 1 of July, I ran a promo on Instagram for $225 I paid to reach out to individuals and just share an opportunity, right? All it says was, hey, if you're basically what it said was, I have an opportunity to change your life from home, make money, da-da-da-da-da. Y'all already know. We're in this already. Y'all already have the vision. So you get what you can come up with. But I use that ability because advertising is really cheap when you can reach $80 to $300,000 or 80 to 300,000 people in $220. Yo, my boy, who's one of my business partners, Nick Zentefis, some of you know him, most of you don't, but y'all will know that name in the next couple months here. But he just put out flyers for his specific business and his own brick and mortar business that he runs, $300 or $100 for 350 mailers. 350 homes, he reached out with only $100. You can use social media and reach out to so many more people with less money, right? That same exact amount for him to reach 80,000 homes like he wanted to would cost him over 10 grand. So use the systems that are there. Even if they seem too good to be true, use the systems that are there because they work, right? Shifting your paradigm is stopping thinking that an opportunity that presents itself is not true. An opportunity that presents itself is too true. No. When I saw this, I thought it was too true to be, right? I thought it was fake. I didn't think it would happen, whatever. But Mike painted the vision. I learned. I was a student. I am still a student, right? And if y'all know exactly who started I Am a Student from before I Am Master Academy, was I Am Master Academy? Drop it in the chat. I'll give you 15 seconds to write the person's name out. I'll even give you that it was a female who started the movement of that. Boom, you're already winning. All right, so I know she's been locked in to the system for over a year, no doubt, right off the bat. Appreciate you. Adeze Duncan, you guys. She is, she doesn't trade the style that I trade. She don't trade the style that maybe some of you trade. But if you listen to the words that she says, she's always encouraging, right? She's always giving us ideas on how to change. And what's one thing that a leader that hops on these calls sees? And you guys, I'm being transparent as all hell. I still got my work uniform on. Like, I don't care, because when we working, right? No matter what you're doing, if you got a uniform, rock that shit. If you're in the mode, right, because you're in your uniform and you already knew what you were doing at work, go home, stay in that uniform. Work ain't done. Work ain't never done. So the next thing about understanding how to shift that paradigm, and this kind of goes more towards the idea of something that's bigger than yourself, right? Until you truly accept that you are not correct, right? Because if you're over a chairman 10, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're under a chairman 10, drop a 5 in the chat. And don't be ashamed. I'll drop the 5. I have no shame, right? But here's one thing. Y'all just showed me right now, you don't have the answers to getting to that next level yet. You are still a student. And as soon as you truly accept that and you follow the ways of people that have what you want, you will get to that next level that you're looking for, right? In my brick and mortar business, right? Because this is the easiest way for me to relate stuff to you guys in a business mindset and get it transparently to you. Because no matter what business you run, if you run it with energy, efficiency, and finding the ways that work, it will work for you, right? Your goal is not to go out and recruit 5,000 people. Your goal is to go out just like Austin Godsey and David Immunitier and, Matt Rosa, Jason Brown, Mike Navarrete, Tim Sloma, right? And recruit these individuals that will grow with you as leaders everybody eats and they build the system with you, right? For super, super good example, Alicia, I didn't even know that she was a FTMO funded trader. But in my own head, I was already putting down the thoughts of what she had to say. And then she said something on one of the trainings where she popped off, and I was like, yo, this is what I need to accept, is that I'm the ignorant one. And that's okay to accept ignorance. That is okay to understand that you are ignorant to a fact. You are ignorant to an opportunity. You are ignorant to something. That's just like when it goes into discipline, right? Being disciplined, I think people look at the word as a wrong term, right? Because growing up, what did we always hear? And I preach this all the time about discipline, all the time, because it just really clicked with me recently. Discipline at growing up as kids, we always heard from our parents, or you heard from your friend, your parents, friends, or cousins, aunts, nieces, nephews, whatever. Oh, you need to discipline your kid. Oh, you need to discipline your kid. Oh, you need to discipline your kid. And then as soon as they said that, and drop a 1 in the chat if this is true. As soon as they said that, all of a sudden your parent was like, hey, all right, go stand in the corner. Who's standing? If you stood in the corner as a kid, drop a 1. If you got sent to your room automatically, drop a 5. Because I'm a 1 all day. My parents were always, let's publicly shame him, right? And yo, let's go. Appreciate y'all, right? So understanding that being disciplined in something is not that you have to reprimand somebody in a certain way, but understanding that staying disciplined is to the plan, is to the action, is to the goal, right? So just relating it to trading for this situation, for this example, if you stay disciplined to your trading rules, what happens? You take a loss, but that loss is super low, but that bounce back when you hit that trade, it snaps off and all of a sudden you're in profit. You guys, if you took and be 100% transparent, you guys, you're not going to get to that next level unless you're transparent with yourself. And I was already on this call with somebody else, and I had to, accept defeat, accept the ignorance, and do this as well. If you took over 25 entries this week, whether one of them won and made you everything, or all of them lost, whatever. If you took over 25 entries this week, if you click that button 25 times, drop a 5. If you took over 15 trades this week, or 15 trades exactly, drop a 10. If you took over 5 entries this week, drop a 9. Lit. All right. So y'all are already staying disciplined. That shows it right there. But this is how disciplined I was this week. I entered 2 trades, 2 entries. And I kept telling everybody on all these chart calls that I was on, this is where it's going to react. Oh, we get back on the next day. Oh, it reacted right from there. I didn't take the trade because what do we look for? We wait for that 1 minute break of structure, that pullback, and then hit the move, right? Or you try to clap the entry right on the the wick of it. It's awesome, right? Hey, Alicia, you already know. But here, perfect. Alicia, am I saying your name right? Alicia, drop a 1. Alicia, drop a 2. It's a 2. Okay. All right, bet. Alicia, there we go. All right, so she was on that call when I fucking bragged and was transparent about blowing my FTMO account, right? And what was that, this week or last week? Was it this week? I don't know. I'm looking directly at you, so you can nod your head. I think it was last week.
What call are we talking about? I'm on so many trading calls.
No, I know. The one with Mondo where I was like, yo, I blew the 100K account.
You said that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you want to know how I blew that 100K account? And I'm a beast of a fucking trader. I will say this. One thing y'all need to understand right now. If you don't think you're okay, so this is to help your mindset, but you also need to be understanding that you're a student, right? Every day I wake up, I tell myself, I am the best trader in the world. I just am. I'm just as accurate as Mike, if not, I'm better. I'm just as good of a network marketer as Tim, and everybody on this call is, though. I'm not just saying this for myself. I'm saying this to everybody. You guys, you already have the knowledge. Y'all already know how to trade. If you've been trading for over a year, drop a 2. If you've been trading over a year, drop a 2. I'll drop a 2 because I've been trading over a year. Lit. So there we go. There we go. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Perfect. Y'all already have been trading. You already know the system works. Y'all already have the results. I bet you there's over 5 people on here that are FTMO funded traders or in phase 2, phase 1, something going on, right? You're that best trader in the world. You are the best trader in the world. And honestly, like, this is what shifted my paradigm and shifted like my mindset and understanding, right? The true number 1 ranked trader in the world hasn't even started trading yet, is probably not even born yet. The best network marketer that is in this company is not even in this company yet. But here's the thing. If you use your words right, if you motivate the correct way, if you have pages and just social media that shows that you're a professional mindset, right? You're the individual that's gonna recruit that next swipe trades master, that next bounce back master, that next educator, that next chairman 750. They're in your organization already. Time just hasn't caught up. And here's the thing that I think we find an issue with is that time, when we say time hasn't caught up, right? Yes, we say that it's done. We put it in our minds that it's already accomplished, and that's great. But if you're not doing the daily work that is needed, it doesn't matter about time. It doesn't matter about your goals. Yo, check this out, right? I'm on my couch. Check this out. All right, straight up. Let me turn the TV on. TV's on. Yo, I'm going to definitely make this 6-figure account. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to definitely be a chairman 10. Yeah. Right? Instead, what you can be doing is you can have that TV on in the background. Y'all can hear it right now. Have your phone with your damn gold card on it and be sitting there, right? If I'm chilling on the couch, appreciate you, Pat. I taught you that shit. You fucking taped it to the back of your phone. Let's go. What's up? If I'm chilling on the couch like I am right now, I'll be scrolling through Instagram. You guys, if y'all don't believe me that I talk to people. I promise you, you don't talk to more people than me. I promise you, you do not talk to more people than me, right? Tell me this. Who has actually started taprooting? Let me turn off this TV now. It's getting annoying. Who has actually started taprooting their own social media pages since I did the last mindset call? Who actually took my advice? Yo, there you go. And tell me this. Have you had one person, anybody that has started doing that, right? And you're never going to stop. You're never going to stop, Alicia. Ever, 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 ever. Because I know you're a beast. I know everybody on this call is a beast. Who has started doing that? Sheesh. Let's go, Jay. Let's go, Jay. Yo, Jay, we're going to have you literally P150 in the next 7 days. Y'all, if you're not in the leadership chat right now, don't worry, but you're about to get the sauce. And as soon as you smash that rank, you're going to get poured into the leadership chart or leadership chat. And straight up, next week, y'all, have your schedules free. If you do not have your schedules at night free, between 7 p.m. Central Time to 9 p.m. Central Time every single day of the week for the next 7 days starting Sunday, I promise you, you don't have the commitment that it takes. I promise you. You think my schedule's free? It's booked, yo. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to get over that and be on this call because I believe in you. I don't know why, but your picture is huge on my screen right now. So I see all your reactions and I'm fucking vibing with you. Yo, you're gonna have to make your call. That's tough. I'm busy. I guess too busy for your success, right? I mean, that's everybody's own individual goals. And I believe in you, but the next week, this leadership, basically boot camp that we're about to have are going to be insane. Our goal in the next week is to pop, by doing a 7-day training and walking you through each day, is to pop over 400 P150s in this organization in the next 7 days. If you're going to be one of those people, drop a 5 in the chat right now. And if you think this is just hype, guys, I promise you it's not, right? And everybody says, oh, I get on these calls and it's great and they're so motivational. If you don't go out and do what we say works because we've found a system that duplicates, you truly, ooh, Kendra, yeah, you snapped. She came back. She's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I just canceled my trip, actually. But, yo, if you think that it's just hype, I promise you it's not, you guys. My name's Nick Strauss. I'm 22 years old. I'm an investor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I was an employee. I used to work at a pizza shop. I used to fucking work at a fast food place. I used to work on a farm, right? I did all this stuff. I was an employee. It's not hype, it's work. It's real and it works, right? P150, they always say a chairman's just a P150 who never gave up. Yo, it's so true. Here's the thing, and write this down. Set a goal, right? So you got chairman 10, right? Let's just say that's your goal. Chairman 10. You'll have to understand that's your long-term goal, right? Right? No matter how long it gets you there, how long it takes to get you there, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 2 years. You guys have been doing this for 3 years, just finally really went all in, 2.5 years, just went all in building, right? So you have to understand that big rank that you want is fantastic. That's the long-term goal. Now, what's your short-term goals to get there? It needs to be 2 and 3 every other week. It needs to be P150 every single month, every single week, right? When they say they're just a P150 who never gave up, the reason they do that, you guys, if you haven't looked at the psychological aspect, Chairman 10 is what, 500 individuals in your organization, correct? I believe so. Somebody nod their head. Anybody? Yeah? All right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, sweet. So there's 500 individuals. Check this out. This room is huge, right? It's huge. I can fill this with 50 people. That'd be a lot of work to get 50 individuals over here. But this couch right here, we could sit close and work together. I could fit 3 people right here easy every day of the week. The reason they do that, you guys, is because it's much easier on the mental aspect to keep working on 3 individuals at a time to build an organization that rocks out. Here's the thing. I work at 3 individuals at a time, and I might not do it the right way, right? Because here's what my game plan is on it, and here's what works for my team. I had 3 individuals to start the business. My dad, my coworker, my other coworker, both of them gone, all of them, every single one. My dad doesn't even trade anymore. All of them are gone. All right, cool. Guess I got to restart. Here's the one thing I didn't do, though. I hit P150. I thought they were going to build the business for me. Nah, it doesn't work like that, you guys. When you're a business owner, and I could tell you this, again, from the brick and mortar side of it, when you're a business owner, your best, and write this down, your absolute best employee will only put in 80% effort. Your best employee will only put in 80% effort. And I promise you, if you build this team going, oh, they're my employee, oh, I run a business now, oh, this and that, they'll leave. Because if Mike and Tim told me I was their employee, or Alana, because she's my direct upline, told me I'm her employee, yo, no disrespect to you directly right now, Alana, but I would tell everybody to kick sand straight up. I'm not anybody's employee. I'm Nick Strauss. I'm my own person. Yo, straight up. Ronzel, you're Ronzel. You're straight up your own person. You're your own leader. You're your own boss. Whatever you want out of life, you're going to get if you just go out and put the effort in. Right? So bring it back. Just understanding that the psychological aspect of it and how I built a team that shows to grow at least one individual almost every single week since I've, launched again is strictly sticking to that three plan, right? So P150 over and over again. But here's what I do to go over the top is I had the leadership from honestly Alana straight off the bat teaching me, right? Because I'm a student, teaching me, hey, this is how you take inventory of the people that you're talking to. This is how you show care to the individuals that you're working with. This is how you show leadership, guidance, access to the knowledge, access to the ability to get a hold of you and be a leader. Yo, if people are blowing you up and you're not responding to them because you had a bad day, honestly, you're not meant for this. Stop. Let your individuals work with me because I will bring them to the next level. I will bring them to the level that they want to, right? I probably annoy my team more than anybody has ever annoyed a team. Because I'll straight up, let's see what the last, this is a nugget you need to understand. Look at your phone right now. Go to your messages. Look at your phone right now. Tell me, the last 5 individuals that you messaged, is there over $500,000 worth of net worth? The last 5 individuals that you speak to, I'm not saying this to be rude, right? We got family that doesn't make over $100K a year, and that's cool. You still got to talk to your mom, even though she broke, right? But, I shouldn't even say that because my mom's sitting downstairs right now, and she's straight up the reason I am where I am today. So I can't even say that. But, honestly, the people that you connect with, and I do this on a daily basis, is I try to make sure, right? Oh, shit. I just said it. It's on my own recording call, and I'm going to do it. Hold my ass accountable. Let's do it right now. If you ain't about it and you need somebody to tell you what to do, you literally need to go out and do something else. Like, honestly, this is your business. If you're trying, you ain't winning. If you're making results, you're winning. So, the last 5 individuals I keep, almost said it again. I keep in my top of my list of messages, right, are the individuals that mean the most to me. The individuals that are helping me grow. The individuals that I'm helping grow. If you don't have the best interest in mind in your team, it will not go. It will not grow, right? My team, when I started this, they were all like, yo, let's go. We're going to go chairman. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Whoever's in my team that's on this call, do I ever say let's go? Or what do I say now? Because I've built a fucking culture. Drop it in the chat. There you go. Straight up. Let's grow. Fuck, let's go. Where the fuck you going? Like, what? Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's grow. It's all about how you present everything. You guys want to build a culture, set a standard. This is just like running a business. You want to build a culture, right? The next thing to shifting your paradigm is the culture around you. If your friends are asking you to hang out, that's one thing. If it's somebody that has interest in you, you just built a culture because they want to be around you. They want to be around an individual that is higher level, that is more empowered, more powering, more life-changing, has effort, has goals, has desires, has ambition. Every word you want to list it off. You guys, set something. Just like in a business, you have a job, right? And you know how to do your job. Why? Because your boss has set a standard or a culture in a job to do one thing the same way, every time, every way possible. At McDonald's, you don't flip the burger from the left to the right. They want you to flip it from the left to the, or from the right to the left every single time. Because why? It cooks faster. I don't know, right? I don't know. But straight up, building a culture and sticking to it. It was funny. My pops, he told me the other day, he's like, hey, dude. He's like, I love that. My dad came up to me the other day. My dad's one of my business partners, and in our brick and mortar business. But he came up to me and I was like, yo, dude, like I'm my first time boss in my own brick and mortar business. I've been doing it for 7 months as my own boss. Before that, I was working with my dad in his side of the business. And I was like, yo, like, how do I do this, man? And he's like, why are you asking me how do you do it? And I was like, because I don't know. I was like, I guess I could do it like you. He's like, my own dad told me, fuck that. Don't do it like me. He's like, do it like you. Set a standard one time, stick to it every time. Do it like you. But if you're going to set a way of life, you're going to set an expectation and you want people to follow it, yo, you can't break that either. Straight up. Straight up. You can't do that. And then the biggest part of just taking this all in, truly going all in, is DMOs. You guys, this is probably bad. Alana, unmute your mic really quick and tell me, what does a DMO actually stand for? Because I do them every day, but I don't even know what the initials stand for. Anybody?
Daily method of operation.
There you go. I don't need to know what it stands for. I just know to do it. Because what happened? Somebody set a standard, a culture, and told me, do this, it will work. I didn't ask questions at all. No, if somebody gives you the sauce to what's going to work, you do it. You don't make excuses. You don't come up with reasons for why it's not going to work, how this is not going to work, right? Being coachable is the number one thing. And I'm going to bring up some notes that I wrote down just to go over, because this was crazy. If you haven't watched David Imanitie's The Win Formula, you need to, right? So straight up, drop a what's a good number? Let's a 10. I like a 10, a two-digit number. It makes you put in effort. Okay, drop a 10 if you. She already did it. Drop a 10 if you want the winning lottery ticket numbers. Perfect. Now check this out. Give me 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right, cool. Now check this out. I'm going to show you an example. Ready? Perfect. Now they're gone forever. Who got all those numbers? Right? I'm setting an example. You'll understand. Who got all those numbers? No, nobody did, right? Because if you're on this call right now, hey, there you go, right? You didn't get all of it though. You're gonna go to the gas station. You're gonna go to wherever you get your tickets from, and you're gonna rely on your mind to help you remember those numbers. If you're on this call and you're not taking notes, leave right now. Right? Would you rather rely on your mind to remember something, or would you rather write it down so when it comes into effect, you can go after it and look at it? Right? If you have, I'm going to give you all the lottery ticket numbers. I just showed you them, right? And the individuals that wrote them down are going to go cash that fucking check. Straight up. Y'all want to go chairman and you're not writing anything down. You ain't about to cash nothing but a negative ass bank account. Straight up. I've been there. You guys. I have been negative $1,000 in my bank account. I have been negative 2 G's in my bank account because I had to pay bills, but I was paying money with money I didn't even have. And then on top of that, the bank was taking money I didn't have to pay them the money that they wanted. Yo, like, it's crazy. How do I help more people? How do I reach more people? I want to grow. I want to empower. How you do that is you take these notes that work, and if you took notes on the boot camp that I just told you about, you hop on for the next 7 days, and you will see how you empower somebody. Give me that commitment. If you can't commit to 7 days, how are you going to tell me you can commit to the rest of your life as being an entrepreneur? You can't. Like, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. This is the beginning of, you know, the ability to grow, straight up. And here's something that, if you're an employee still, that's okay. Don't feel bad. Straight up. If you're an employee still, don't feel bad. But drop a 6 in the chat if you're an employee, because I have a really good tip on how to get out of that mindset. Perfect. So check this out. So do you go to work each day and you stop and you're picturing the outside world? You're picturing, what if I was out there? What if I was doing this? What if I was doing that? Right? Here's what you need to do. You need to walk into work with a better fucking attitude. And I'm not saying this as a boss. I'm not saying this as being a dick. If you want your life to grow, bro, girls, sisters, brothers, fucking everything, like, let's run it. If you want your life to change, how are you going to tell me when I'm sitting over here, I'm happy all day? My day off, I'm lit because I'm focusing on me, right? But then when I go to work, I'm over here. I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm dwelling. And I'm messaging people while I'm fucking dwelling. You guys, people feel energy. If you're in a bad mood and you message somebody saying the exact words, hey, how you doing? It's a pleasure to connect, right? While I'm over here sitting in the middle, understanding both viewpoints, messaging somebody that same exact saying, but I had an emoji or I had something else onto it, they feel that energy. You can't just be nitpicking like, oh, I'm happy now, I'm happy then, I'm happy here. Yo, you're not appreciating the process. Straight up. Go into work. You guys, you want to grow in entrepreneurship? Put 100% into your boss's career, right? Because it's two-sided. I get it from what Tim and Mike say. I get it. And none of you work for me, so I don't care what you really do as far as to your own boss, but put in that effort, because what you put into the universe, you get out. So if you're only putting good into the universe, you're only putting good into everything that you're doing. Once you quit this chapter of your life, or you're able to retire the work side, I hate saying quit. I hate saying, oh, I got to quit my job. No, you got to retire your job side to go and be an entrepreneur, right? So if you're not appreciating where you're at right now, you're not appreciating the process. And if you're not appreciating the process, the results will never come. You guys, I wasn't appreciating the process on my personal trading account. I wasn't appreciating the process on my my network marketing side. I wasn't appreciating the people who were in my business. But now I know you can go up to any individual in my business and ask them, does Nick appreciate you? And if they tell you no, I'm going to slap them straight up. Because I love everybody on my team as if they were my family. As, you know what, closer than my family. I don't even know what it could be, but I love everybody on my team. And until you find that love for everybody on your team and stop being upset that dude signed this dude signed that lady, but you didn't get him because he was your friend, and why didn't I sign him? Stop. You won't grow. Just appreciate the fact that, they're in the business now. They're changing their life. Somebody was able to present this opportunity to them in the correct way that worked for them to join the opportunity to change the rest of their life and change the goddamn generations to come in their family. Straight up. Be happy and pour your love into that person. Pour your efforts into that person. If they decide to do nothing with it, I don't care. Blow their phone up until the day that they quit, right? Because quitters quit and winners never stop, right? Winners never stop. I don't care about winners win. No. Winners just never, they made a decision to never stop. That's all it was. They made a decision to never quit. You guys, I promise you, if you think where you're at right now is worse than where I was, it wasn't. It wasn't. Y'all see the big house. That's cool. The big room. I'm in a big room. Obviously, I'm probably in a big house then. That's great. But what you didn't see was the 800 square foot house that me, my mom, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, and their 2 kids all lived in for until I was in 3rd grade. And then my dad, my own fucking dad, did what I'm telling you guys to do. And that's to go out and make a fucking difference. He made a difference. Our house was on the market because it was going up under a foreclosure, and we were just trying to get out, right? Trying to play it safe, get out, sell it, make some sort of money, pay the bills off, whatever. And my dad was like, you know what, Heather, that's my mom's name. He's like, and I was in 1st grade when this happened. He's like, you know what? He's like, I got to go out and I got to do something for myself. And he's like, you know what? If I fail and if we fail, he's like, I'll find a way for us to bounce back. He's like, we might all have to go live with my parents. He's like, I don't know, but I'm going to find a way to make it happen. And he took our house off the market. He bought his own shop, right? It was closed down for 2 years. And relate it however you want to this. I'll tell you my feelings on it at the end. He invested every penny that he had left to the point of his bank account was negative. We weren't able to grocery shop for 3 weeks until he first saw the first couple $100 of profit in his own business. That was when we were able to finally grocery shop. But what did he do? He made a fucking decision to go all in because he knew the opportunity was slapping him into his face. He took a shop that was closed and doing nothing, a family that was broke as fuck and had nothing, right? My mom was driving a clapped out 95 LeBaron, and my dad was driving an 82 Python. If you guys know what a Python is, you know that shit's clapped to this day now. Let's go. Yo, it was all red. I remember it. Taped up windows. Shit was crazy, right? But he took an opportunity that was presenting itself and ran with it. And he turned it into a multi-million-dollar corporation over years. Took him 20 years. But let me ask you this. We have a system that runs faster than 20 years. We have a system that we've been proving has gotten people to 750K in 7 years, right? Just go from the beginning of it to right now. In 7 years, there's multiple $750,000 earners, right? Why wouldn't you go all in and legitimately risk failing to change other people's lives and to change your own? What's so scary about that? It's not. yo, everybody's in a house right now. Everybody's in a wall. I see walls behind people right now. Y'all got places to sleep, right? You might not have the money that you want. You might not have the success that you want, but you have something. Be appreciative where you are, go all in, and make a difference. And until you can do that, I promise nothing will change. You know, going all in for me wasn't, you know, stopping my business, but getting on a level of appreciation for where I'm at, right? Appreciating where I'm at, but also understanding that this is just the fucking beginning, and the zeros in my bank account need to have about 10 more after them. And I want a 1 at the beginning, right? It's okay to be scared. I think that one thing that we don't talk about as leaders is the fear side of it, right? I think it's super okay to fear, and I think it's super okay to have fear, but there's two types of fears. There's that fear of what if I don't make it, and there's that fear of I have to make it, I have no other choice, right? Don't chase that fear that stops you from something. Chase that fear that pushes you towards something. So if you're about to jump off this cliff and it's going to make you $1 million, are you really worried about that drop? Or if it's in the water and you know you're going to be fine, are you worried about that drop, or are you worried about the hang time? You're worried about the hang time. You're worried about being somewhere where you can't control what's going on. And that's okay. Sometimes you can't control what's going on. Sometimes the things that you want are completely out of your control. But what you have to do is you have to shift that paradigm. You have to shift the mindset. You have to shift your goals to get to where you want to go, right? And just like I said at the beginning of the call, understanding that, you guys, everything that I'm saying in here, I might repeat some things because I like some things a little bit more than the others, but everything refers back to your team, right? This is strictly a call for shifting your paradigm. I'm relating it more to business, which is the network marketing side, and that's cool because, I mean, you're trading and you make 6 figures. Why not show somebody else how to trade and make 6 figures so they make 6 figures, so their friend makes 6 figures, so that person makes 6 figures, and now you're making 6 figures trading and 6 figures a month, literally just because you shared an opportunity. Stop going out there to recruit people. Start going out there to change people's lives, right? And if you didn't hear that correctly and you never heard that be said, I don't know how you've been in QC and you haven't heard that be said, but stop going out there to recruit somebody. Go out there to change somebody's life. The only way you're going to go to the next level is if you can show somebody how to go to the next level, right? And I don't know if Nick Zentefis is on this call anymore, but I literally showed him the keys, and this is why I'm like so like, all right, like I can't stop now. There's no fucking choice, right? Because Nick Zentefis, literally, I walked into Brunch Cafe, which is literally just a little breakfast place that's by my house. And this was like literally 2.5 years ago, about 2 weeks after I started trading. And I'm sitting there with my computer at it, you know, because of course we all start up and we're like, I'm going to go here and sit with my computer with a chart and somebody's going to join the company, right? No, it doesn't work like that always. But I did it, right? I've recruited in every way that you could think of recruiting. I've ran house events, they're the best. I've ran hotel events, they're amazing. I've ran literally going into places and just sitting there with a computer open by myself with people, with this, that, the anything you can think of, I've done it, right? I know the ones that work, I know the ones that fails, and I know the ones that I haven't put enough effort into, right? But he came up to me, and that was the one time that it worked. And he's like, yo, what's that? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, God's showing me something right here. And I was like, dude, I don't understand much about it. I was like, but we're actually having an event tomorrow at 7 p.m. Dude, let me get your number and we'll plug you in. And he's like, okay. I was like, all right, fuck it. right? So he's like, he plugs in, he sees it, he comes over, he hangs out at my crib. We're all hanging out, and literally, we had this room. I tell you, you can't, it's hard to get this room filled with 50 people. We had 75 individuals standing in this room, and I hooked an HDMI cable up to that TV right there, and literally just presented a half-ass bunk way of trading, and nobody joined but this man. He literally calls me up the next day, right? And he's like, hey, dude. He's like, what are you up to? And I was like, bro, not much. I was like, I'm actually thinking about coming over right now and signing you up. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, dude, I'll be over there in 20 minutes. I signed him up that day. He was my legitimate first person that ever stayed in my business. He stayed in my business all the way to now. He's been in my business. He's finally started to create his own business on this. And when I knew it worked was when he quit his fucking job last week. Right? He quit his fucking job. And that's when I had the belief. And I hate to say this, but sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes your mind won't let you believe something until you see something happen. But here's the cool thing. Maybe I don't believe something, but I see something, right? I may not believe that I can hit the center dot on the dartboard, but I've seen other people do it. I'm not ignorant to the fact that it can be done. That's why I joined this company. That's why you need to never stop. That's why you need to keep driving towards your goals, because I'm telling you guys, what is, what isn't, what will be, what hasn't, and what can be is already done. Straight up. Whatever way you take life, whichever way you want your life to go, it's already done. And if you don't have a set, strict trading plan, if you don't have a set, strict daily motivational objectives, right?
Daily method of operation.
Oh yeah, well that too. DMOs, bro. I just got my chart. Like I just make sure that I go on there and I get it done, right? If you
He gets it done. I'll credit, guys. He's in our accountability group. He gets it done. You want to know what's crazy is
she is like the leader of the accountability group. I haven't done mine in the last 3 days, but she knows for a fact that I'm out there getting them done, whether I can click the check marks or not. Right?
Hold on. Whether you can?
Well, no.
I'm sorry. No. Whether you can? So you can do 10 push-ups, but you can't check mark a box.
Is that a try? Is that a try?
It's a try, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure everybody can check off some
That's
boxes.
a try. I heard try and what you heard as well.
I don't know about you. I don't care how busy you are. There's been days I've been in the mountains and I still check that baby off. It's very rare I miss a day. Ooh, let's go. But guys, before Nick closes this call out, whenever he does,
yeah, I'm about
I
to close
just want you guys to see the growth I've seen in this man. For real. Like, I'm shocked. I'm thoroughly shocked. From that first day we had that conversation, and I'm not going to get into details of it because you guys don't need to know, but he has literally shifted his entire perspective. And he has also gone from the why me to the how can I be better. He went from what's less problems to finding more solutions. He went to go out there and literally change his life. So I need you guys to blow this chat up, because the leadership in this man, and I want to tell you right now, never let it get to your head, because the universe will always humble you. But I want you to understand the amount of growth I've seen in front of this, and in front of me, and in front of you, and in front of everybody. Be proud of that. And if you ever feel like you're lacking, you're not, because I'm shook. I'm literally flabbergasted. And damn, no words. Speechless. Yeah. Continue.
Appreciate you. Fucking appreciate you. Oh my God. Like, I can't even say anything. Like, just, y'all will see a difference in your life if you do one thing, and that's truly go all in like I did, right? I'm humble enough to know that I'm nobody. I'm humble enough to know that, honestly, like, life is what life is, I've just accepted it for for what it is, but I've also understood that my life could be the light. Not could, it is. I mean, it is. It's. I'm watching it change to literally 10x. I'm watching it develop into this beautiful flower, right? Just like Jordan Morgan says, do you look at an acorn and see an acorn, or do you look at an acorn that's the same size, the same acorn, and see the tree out of it, right? And just truly accepting going all in, truly accepting the growth that comes with it, accepting every aspect of it. I promise you guys, you will see your life change, right? I'm nobody. I'm Nick Strauss. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Huntley, and I still live in Huntley, right? I have not gone and moved anywhere. I lived in McHenry, but like straight up, just appreciate the process, because as soon as you start appreciating the process, you'll see the results come. You guys, humble as humble could be. I've never been international in a business, and now I've got 2 countries locked under my belt with 3 individuals in those countries. Like, and that's not me bragging. That's literally me being mind blown of my own ability. Like, what? That's insanity, right? So I appreciate everybody. Sunday night, make sure you hop on. I'll be running the call. It's going to be insane. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your time. There's so much more I could ramble on about. Just understand that if you guys want to talk, you want nuggets, you want whatever, you want to know what really has shifted my paradigm, shifted what I'm doing, shifted how I'm doing things, hit me up, right? Make sure you focus on these 3 things this week: your health, the food you put in your body, and the vibes around you. Spirituality, personal development, spiritual development, everything, you guys. As soon as you start accepting that growth, everything like that, I promise you everything will change. And I promise you that next call that you see me on, that next QC run, we'll have a P600. The call after that, we'll have a P2000. I'm skipping P1K. P1K is already done. P600 is already done. I'm going straight P2, right? Chairman's already done. Like, and here's one last thing, and then I'm literally going to end the call. If you don't go to your upline and ask them this question on a weekly or daily basis, you're never going to grow. Hey, when I hit this rank, what do I have to do to make sure that it holds itself as sustainable, as growable, right? What do I have to do once I hit that rank? But here's where the winners win, even though I don't like that saying. Here's where the winners win. Here's where the losers lose. If you're going to take that information now, you have it written, and again, looking over here and then stepping over here, right? If you have that info and you're not using it right now, you're just playing yourself. You're going to make a struggle all the way up to Chairman 10, all the way up to Chairman 100, 750, just because that mentor said, hey, once you get here, this is what you have to do. No, you want to get there faster, yo. If somebody tells you once you get here, this will happen, straight up, it's done. Use it now, because you're going to get there faster than they did. I'm going to get to Chairman 10 faster than Mike did. I'm going to get to Chairman 100 before Mike does. And that's humble, because Mike's the best trader in the world, but I'm the best trader in the world. You're the best trader in the world. You're the best network marketer in the world. And you're going to sign the best network marketer in the world. You're going to sign the best trader. You're going to sign the next Swipe Trades Master. You're going to swipe everything, you guys. Anything you want, speak it into fucking existence. Yo, this is real shit. This goes hard as hell. There is no doubt. There is no anything. Yo, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And well, we didn't hit 50 people, so I'm not dropping the nug. We'll talk soon. I appreciate you guys. Love you all.